Longer term viewers of this channel will know that I love me a local multiplayer party game, and Elves of Duty came out in Christmas 2023, designed to be a festive family fun brawler. For 1 to 4 players, AI bots fill out anyone that's not a human, and you can play as free for all or 2v2 in team mode. This game is a very basic brawler game, and it's designed to have 7 different arenas, each one's with different traps on, either bridges for you to get across, or maybe there's like fire pits that will spout fireballs across the screen. There's ones that have acid baths that have fans that will turn on and off that will blast you into them, for so on and so forth. But you'll have to navigate them across the 2 different modes that Elves of Duty has. The first mode is delivery mode, and this is the most festive of the 2, because the idea is that there are machines generating presents in 1 or 2 areas of the map, and you need to run along, pick up the present and deliver it back to your stocking. The problem is everyone else will be doing exactly the same, and they'll be trying to stop you delivering your present. So they'll either be using the environmental traps, depending on the map that you're in, to try and knock you off or push you over the edge of a cliff or something like that, or they'll be picking up weapons to then fire at you. And there's a variety of weapons, from like tar pits that slow you down, to like electrical orbs that will stun you, to missiles that will just, or shurikens that will just simply take you out, and you'll lose the present and you'll respawn back at the stocking to begin another run. Sometimes that can be quite tactical, because then you can pick up a present and or a weapon and then stop that other person before they get to the end, and therein lies the fun of Elves of Duty. The second mode is a traditional KO brawler mode, where it's just whoever gets the most kills wins, and each of the 7 maps then has a slightly different layout, and quite often this allows you to trigger various traps alongside just being able to avoid them. But again, you've got about 12 to 13 different weapons that will pick up, and they kind of rotate around a little bit, so 5 or 6 get dropped into each map that you play, and then it will kind of rotate around the more that you play. So there's a little bit of variety there. But again, it's just very simple to pick up and play, and it's very surface level. No tactics particularly. It's just about spamming the attacks, picking up presents and getting them to the destination if you're in that mode, or otherwise just avoiding things flying at you. Elves of Duty looks very nice. It plays quite responsively too, and I didn't run into any bugs or problems or issues whilst playing this game at all. It's just very basic, and for £10 there's other local multiplayer games that offer more variety and more fun and more thrills and spills. The flip side of that I would say though is that Elves of Duty has really aimed itself at the family friendly market, and because it's so easy to just pick up, do a jump, collect a power up and press a button and fire it off, it's really simple for non-gamers in your family to pick up and play. And with the festive theming around it, I think this definitely warrants being wheeled out as your local multiplayer collection as part of that rotation around the festive period. Outside of that though, I think after about 10 to 15 minutes you'd probably have seen enough of this game in a get together to then move on to something else. It's not going to hold your attention for big periods of time, even though there's nothing fundamentally wrong with this game whatsoever. So yeah, Elves of Duty, worth it maybe for some festive fun, particularly if you spot it on sale, but there are definitely better local multiplayer games out there at this price point, unfortunately. Higher Plane Games is part of the Higher Plane Network, a completely independent media outlet supported by people like you. The goal is to create the best possible content that cultivates a richer indie scene for games as well as music and entertainment. To find out more and to get involved, visit patreon.com/higherplane-network. Your support makes all the difference, and in return you'll gain access to bonus content and downloads. Thank you for watching.